guys, got another GMVR video here. Today we're talking about injectors. Three main things. The specifications of injectors, sizing and whatnot. Then we have how to pick which injector to get and where to get the injectors from. First of all, the sizing of injectors. Okay, I've seen this is all over the place and it's gotta stop. It should really stop. The horsepower rating injectors. Like choosing an injector based on the horsepower rating. First of all, if that would work if all like 150 horse injectors were the same. Like where if you were getting 150 horsepower, doesn't matter the company, doesn't matter anything, they're all the same. It isn't, that's the thing. And so you have companies out there selling you a 150 horsepower injector, they don't give you the specs, and it's not what you want. It's a crap injector. And then you've got good companies charging a little bit more because they are selling you the product that is actually quality, that works well, but you don't go with them because, oh, this other company has the same injector for less, or even sometimes it's not even less, and you have to pick from your hat which one to get, and you end up picking which one, the one that carries cheap crap injectors. Okay, so first of all, there's a couple of specifications when it comes to injectors. The main ones are the sizing, and that is like a 5x, let's just say a 5x12. That's a very common injector. Or a 5x14. Now, what that is, some people will call it 5/14s. A 5x14 means that there are 5 holes that the fuel gets injected through, and each hole is 14 thousandths of an inch in diameter. So, to increase the size of the injector, like the stock injectors in this truck were 5/10s. To increase the size, you can go either like a 5/13, which is what we're currently running, or you can go like a 7/10. So the diameter of the holes with 7/10, the diameter of the holes are the same, but there's more of them, more fuel. Or like the 5/13s, same amount of holes, but each hole is bigger. Again, more fuel. Okay, another thing is the spray angle. Okay, that's important. You want to pick an injector that has the correct spray angle. For us 12 valve guys, typically that's a 145 degree spray angle. You'll see like 370 injectors. Those aren't 370 horsepower injectors, so that they're not bigger than a 150 horse. Those are 370 stands for the Marine Cummins engine that they came in originally. That engine was 370 horsepower. That's why it's called a 370 injector. Those are a 5x12, but they've got the wrong spray angle. And if you know what you're doing, you can set up a good setup with a 155 if you're set up a certain way. But just if you're not sure, go with the 145 injector that the engine wants. So now if you swap out the pistons, one thing you can do is you can put a 155 piston in there, and then you run a 155 injector, and that setup will run a little better. But you don't want to run a 145 piston with a 155 injector unless you know what you're doing. Another thing is VCO versus SAC, or VCO or SAC. I'm not going to go into what big difference there. They have different properties, and so and the SACs will typically cost more. Again, for a daily driver, you may want to go with a SAC, especially if it's a 5-hole. But the SACs are more expensive. So if you got a company that's selling a 150 horse injector and it's cheap, it's probably a VCO. So make sure you know what you're getting before you get it. Frankly, if there's a company that the only specification is like a stage 2 or a stage 3 and this many horsepower, don't. My first recommendation would be to just walk away. Look somewhere else. There's plenty of companies out there that have good injectors, and we'll get to that in a bit. If you really you feel strongly about this company that it'll give you a good product, talk to them. Ask them, what are these specifications of this injector? First of all, if they tell you it's a 4-hole, straight off the bat, you probably don't want it. For us 12 valve guys, you can't go wrong with a 5-hole injector, which brings us to our next thing. How to pick which injector. Now, I'm going to be really unscientific here, but search. First of all, search. Go on Google, search. Find somebody with your setup asking the same question. There are many of them. People asking the same setup, asking which injectors to get. It's a fairly popular question. So you search. Now, if you can't find anything, that's okay. Go on a forum, find one. Off the bat, Cummins forum is going to be that'll basically cover all your bases, regardless of year and setup. There may be, if you like a high competition unit, like competition diesel is also a good forum for that. But generally speaking, Cummins forum is a pretty decent place to look. Now, go on there, make a thread, and ask, which injector should I run? Now, here's the thing. When you ask, you want to make sure your grammar, your punctuation, your question is in a very easy to read format. And here's why. There's people that, I mean, the people on there live and breathe Cummins. They bleed C positive. And those people typically have a lot of other things they should be doing. A lot of people asking them questions and whatnot. First of all, you do not want to PM those people. That'll typically get ignored straight off the bat. What you want to do is you want to make a question. Word your question in such a way that it's easy to understand. They can go read it really quick. They don't have to read it twice to figure out what it means or what you're asking exactly. And then they give you a good, solid answer. If you do that, if you don't, then a lot of times if you write up a question, it's all one big sentence and you have to read it 3 times to understand. What you're doing typically, this is not like a rule, a solid rule. It's just a rule of thumb. You are getting rid of the people, you're filtering out the people that have the most knowledge and have other things they really should be doing in life, because they don't get anything. People on forums, most forums, they don't get anything from answering questions. So you want to make your question easy to understand. There's a couple things you want to put in there, information-wise. I'm just shaking all over the place. I'm going to apologize for that. First of all, the size, what your goals are. Planning for this many horsepower, or if you don't know the horsepower you're shooting for, I want to do this time in the quarter mile, or I want to be able to haul this load anywhere I go, over any hill, over any mountain, doing whatever. Okay. The next thing is your air setup. That not super important, but it gives you people a good idea of what a couple key things about your setup are. If you want to go into more information, what your setup is, like delivery valves, that's also a good thing. So fill out your truck year, your various models, options it may have, the model of it, all that stuff, and make sure you got your air and your fuel setup in there. Another thing, or the last thing. Oh man, I'm losing it now. What is it? Oh, the goals for the truck. This may have been covered in the first part of your question, but do you plan on like hauling? Is it a toy hauler? Is it a tow rig? It's just dedicated tow rig? Is it your daily driver you're trying to get good mileage out of? Is it a weekend warrior that you just kind of want cheap, reliable power? Or you know, give the specifics of your setup like that. And then the third thing, where to get your injectors. Now there's a couple companies that at the moment you really can't go wrong with purchasing from them. As far as choosing which one to go with, when you ask which injectors to get, it's also a good time to say, where should I get those injectors from? Okay, there's actually 4 companies that I would not hesitate to buy from. You're shaking all over. Diesel Auto Power has served me really well in the past. Power-driven diesel, I haven't purchased anything from them, but I've talked to the guys a bit, and they seem really nice. And the guys at Ducky Fuel Injection, they all make quality injectors at a really good price. You really can't go wrong with any of them. Now, if you're running a really big injector, and because when you're running a small injector, there's the high quality and then there's insane quality. The difference in a small injector, the difference isn't a whole lot. And what you're going to notice, there isn't much to be noticed. But when you run a really big injector, that might be very noticeable. So if you're running a really big injector, you want to go with like extreme quality if you can, if your back pocket can afford it. Consider Contagious Diesel Performance. Those guys, they make a quality injector. They're proud of them. They want quite a bit for them, but they make a quality injector that if you're running a larger size injector, it's going to be worth it. Another thing is 7-hole injectors. As far as 5-hole versus 7-hole, I'm not going to go way into it because I'm kind of at the end of my trip here, but you got a 5-hole, you can't go wrong with it. The quality is going to be much more likely to get a good quality 5-hole. Now, if you go with a 7-hole, sometimes you can luck out and get a good injector. From what I've talked to, that's not exactly a very common thing, or you shouldn't exactly just count on it. So if you get a 7-hole, consider getting it from those guys at Contagious Diesel. I have a feeling they're going to try to recommend something else because, like I say, the 7-holes aren't exactly proven. But at least you'll know it's top of the line quality. You're getting what you're paying for. So I've tried with some 5-hole versus 7-hole stuff, and I'll put a link to the video right there. But the 5-holes worked a lot better. Now I've talked to some guys who had great luck with the 7-holes, but I've also talked to a lot of guys where they said the 7-holes just didn't work. So we're gonna have to call that the end of the video. I don't remember what it was I was gonna say, but I'm sure it was very important. So I hope you guys enjoyed. You learned something. Stay tuned for more videos. Let me know if you enjoyed this video. Let me know if something you'd like me to change up, like camera angle, whatever. Change. If there's something you want me to change, let me know. I'll work on it. So yeah, enjoy.